Hello there, this is Joe Graphics doing another tutorial for you, and the main focus on this tutorial is the background. How do I do it and what's the steps I take. You need to look at the avatar you are editing and drawing and see how it's gonna fit on the background. Basically, I find my backgrounds in Google's. I Google them. It's whatever subject you are looking for, and you have to fit the background to the avatar or the avatar to the background. And sometimes it takes a while to find the right one, but with patience, trying to find one, you will find it. But anyway, one thing when you're looking for a background for an avatar, make sure it's not it doesn't have copyright on it. So, and if it does have a copyright, make sure you always mention where you got it from and who made it, and etc. Anyway, so I have this beachy avatar and sailing on a boat. But anyway, kind of made her sit on the boat at the end of the boat here. But pay attention to where the shadows of the backgrounds you're using, and that's how you're gonna also edit your avatar, and where the shadows are coming from, where the lights are shining and all that. So I kind of edited my picture already to where the light is supposed to be and the shadow going, because as you can see, all the shadows are going this way, so the light is coming this way. Anyway, enough of that. What I do with backgrounds to make it look natural to the AV instead of the AV natural to the background. Different things. You're particularly wanting to know your filters. I usually go and try these out. I'll play around with different ones, get to know them. It's one of your... Okay, why didn't that work? Oh well, maybe we should select the background first. Okay, and then go to your filter. Just try everything out. I'm gonna zoom out to see what the effect you want. So just to make sure that the difference. Dry brush is mostly I use because it makes it natural and not too paintery, whatever you want to call that. It's gonna need to, probably not that one. I kinda like that one. So as you zoom in, you can see the details that it's showing. So it makes it more look like you've drawn it without spending the time to really draw everything. I'm just showing you the difference, the effect. But mostly I use the dry brush. It doesn't, and you can change the effect of how much you want it to look and all that. See? Okay, I think I'm gonna use that one today. Okay. Okay. Now that we've looked at filters, another thing you can do with backgrounds to make it look nice or sharper or anything is your effects. You need to duplicate the background in order to change. In all these, you play around with them. Luminosity, didn't really do much. Color, saturation, hue, you kind of see a little bit. It's changing the background a little bit. Overlay. It's amazing what these effects do to your background. You can change the theme of it, just like that. You can change it to a stormy whatnot, dark color, or make it lighter more, or make it so. Get to know these and see the effect that you would like. But I kind of like the normal thing. All right, that's another thing that I look at, and the effects, and also your levels, which is it controls the dark and the light of your background. So you can darken it as much as you want, make it an evening one if you wanted to, but you know, just to make it sharper. Always make sure they have the normal thing right there. Now if you zoom in, and if you don't like it a little, the painty effect, you can go to blur, Gaussian blur. No, not, it's a little too much. See, I can make it as blurry as I want, or just so I can get rid of that a little bit of a, okay, see that? Okay, see how she looks like she's a little bit floating there. We're gonna fix that in a little bit. It still needs a little bit of a shadow there. Alright, I was talking about this bottom part to make it more look natural, that she is sitting on the boat. I mean, the closer it is to the object, the darker the shadow is. So, I'm gonna go merge this one. Make sure when you're doing effects also, once you're happy with it and once you're done with it, make sure you merge them together. Otherwise, your document is gonna get bigger unless you like all that your computer can hold the capacity of it. Anyway, maybe stop talking now and focus on what we're doing here. Okay, I zoomed in here a little bit, and make sure you're in the background and get your burn, dodge and burn, and particularly here, burn. I want it to be a little bit, oops, got it a little bit low here, to about 50. Make sure it's darker. Okay, if it's not doing the job, I'll get a little bit of a darker part over here. Paint it, because it's making my board a little bit weird there, so I will she looks more natural now. Oops. Here we go. While I'm here, I'd like to darken this part so I don't, so I want her to be your avatar to be the focus, not your background. I don't like that part. Okay, let's erase that. Don't want it that dark. I'll just put this one on levels and darken it up a little bit. There we go. There. So, two things you need to remember with doing backgrounds. Learn your filters. Artistic is mostly what I use when you're drawing something and you want it to look a little bit more like you painted it, same as with Avatar, because Avatar is not really real. So to make it more a little bit more drawn, you play with your filter, artistic filter, color pencil, cutout, dry brush. Learn them, get to know how they work. It's some of your best friend things to remember when you're doing backgrounds. Also, your levels, curves. I didn't show you how to do that. It brightens up, it darkens, it changes also. So play around with that. I know every technical thing, but I know what you should use to make your background look a little bit sharper or darker or whatever effect you want. So levels, curves, play around with these. Also your effects here, your darken, multiply, color burn, get to know them, learn how to do them. Every effect does something, and you kind of find out what your favorites are and what works with the background and whatnot. So those are the main things you wanna focus on when you're doing your backgrounds. Also learn how you're gonna fit the avatar to the background, knowing where the shadows are coming from, light are coming from, and all that, and make sure it fits and whatnot. Okay. And that is what I do with backgrounds. Oh, what just happened there? What did I just do? Oh, hide the blending. Anyway, I hope you learned something. You have any questions, message me in my IMVU page, or I'm in Facebook also. Find me Jojo Bella /Case Rabbit IMVU. Message me there. Thank you and see you next time. Bye.